So you would definitely apply oil, apply a nice oil, make sure the oil is on. And then to begin with, you're going to start from the center, draining down. And come all the way down the side. And then the other side. So, and it's up to you. What you can do is either do all of one side first and then all of the other side. I just let my intuition take me whichever feels right. So that some days I do all one side and some days I go from side to side. And some people ask the question, can you do 2 at a time? And the answer is yes. If that feels right for you, if I was to just grab that it wouldn't be terrible to do a double sweep. If you had 2 pieces, it's absolutely fine to do a double sweep. But one side at a time is really nice. And then you're going to come down under the eyes and down. Just repeat under the eyes. So just being careful not to drag the tender under eye area. Just be quite gentle there and then dragging down. And we know that the lymphatic system is very superficial, so that it can be light because it is superficial. Amazing. So when you're working over the top, you would be working this way down. You'd be working like that. But you have that little twist that comes down. Okay, the side of the nasal groove. So the side of the nasal groove and the mouth and down. This side and down. Okay. And then you can just sort of gently around the mouth. Gently around the mouth. You do a little bit down here, the chin. And then sweeping down at the neck. You be careful of the trachea because that's a bit cringy. If you go down the trachea too hard, that's a bit cringy. Okay, amazing. And then once we've done that, we're then going to start the process of working little flicks. And the little flicks, again, across the forehead. You're going to work systematically down. Little flicks. And little flicks here, little flicks out. Little flicks. And if you think that the skin's moving like a big wobble, then you anchor it. You anchor in front of it so that you're pulling and then you're flicking, yeah. And up towards the pre-auricular nodes. And then it has a sort of combing effect, like a combing, do you know what I mean? That sort of little flicks, but also that combing feel. And towards the nodes, the pre-auricular nodes. And then another sweep down. I'm going to do the other side, little flicks. Not too bad here without, but definitely here. I like to sort of anchor here so I can really lift and flick. And if you were working over the top, you'd be sort of coming towards you because there is a lift aspect to it. So you would be coming towards you. Yeah. That's it. And then coming up. And on the side here is triangularis, and under by the risorius, this is nice to lift and flick. Combing. And then over the mouth. And then over the other way. So the anchoring, you can decide whether you need to anchor or you don't need to anchor. A little bit here. This is nice. This is small intestine for facial reflexology. So, okay, and then a little. So we're always draining. So no matter what, this drain towards the thoracic ducts, the lymphatic ducts, is always a good way to go. And then we start getting more precise and sculpting. So we can do little precision. So if you have the corrugator and glabella grooves, you can do a little bit of rubbing here. And then you can either rub backwards and forwards along the top of the brow, or you can also do little circles, but you want the vibe of it to be up and out rather than in. You want the vibe. So even when you're working on, like, from the top, you want to make sure that your circles are up and out so that you're going like that. Yeah, you'll have time to figure it out and think about it, but as long as, sorry, as long as, sorry, my boy's just come home from school. So as long as it's a sort of up and out energy, everybody that watches my YouTube channel knows that every single video that I ever make, I have dogs and, you know, barking and kids in the background. So yeah, can you see how over the top it would be like that? But if I was doing for myself, I can do it like that.
Oh, I see.
So for yourself, you do it like that. But over the top, whoops, over the top, it would be like that. Yeah. And you get used to it. You get totally used to it. And a little bit gentle around the lower orbital cavity for sure. We're so delicate here. Whoops. And then this pumping, the nice pumping action that goes across the lymph. Just a nice pumping action. So, yeah, if I was working with that stone, I would just turn it around so that it was more like, actually like that.
This way?
No, the other way. Flip completely and then flip around. Yes, that way.
Okay.
And then just rest it here and then pump out. That's it. That's correct. Yeah, that's perfect. Other side. This is great for a little hangover, and especially if you chill your stones. Chill your stones. You know, you could have you know, the little spoons or another sort of piece of, you know, and with something cold. These were the little spoons. These are little ones. And these could be chilled, or the mushrooms. You could chill a mushroom and just come. That's what they really come into their own underneath here, chilled. I mean, oh my goodness, so marvelous. And then just don't forget that if there's a little bit of wrinkles here, little smiley lines here, you can work those as well. Amazing. And then coming to the side of the nose, there's a great point here. This is large intestine 20 right here in the nasal groove, a little bit lower. Yeah, right there. Yeah, for some congestion and hay fever.
Yeah.
This is perfect. When you're snotty hay fever moments, just press here and here. Fantastic. And then a little flick just to soothe that out. And then we've got this under the zygomatic muscle risorius. I'm just going to swing on round here and sculpt round. Yeah, you've got that correct. Let me see yours. Maybe flip it round the other way so that, yeah, that way. That's perfect, yeah. And swing it on round. And like I said, you know, sometimes I like to contour with, you can contour with your fingers as well. Yeah, that side and the other side. Hi, Monk. Hey, darling. Okay. Nice, round. This is great. Under the zygomatic arch, contouring the risorius muscle. Yeah, hi, sweetie. And then coming back to these nasolabial lines, definitely anchor, because can you see if I do that, I've got a bit of a wobble on. And if I anchor it, sorry that it looks a bit weird doing that, you get a nice lift and flick and smoothing out those lines. And if you have got a stone that has the serrated edge, you can work to just cross fibre a little bit along that line. Just going back to this piece, that you could go across the lines of the forehead if you wish with little zigzags. So it's nice, these little serrated edges, just to that. Monk, that's not going to work well with videoing. Monk, thank you. He wants cuddle. You have to wait, we're working. So it's really good along any sort of area that needs a little bit of extra stimulation to work. So it's okay to use the edges, but fantastic with a little bit of serrated. Teacher, thank you. And then top lip, again, you can sort of anchor and then just little scrubs. Monk, no. Oh my goodness. How are we ever gonna get by with these lot? Oh, we love you so much. Good, so nice here. And again, you know, if there's filler, and then just go gentle. Just go gentle. Okay. And then so we're going to come up here, triangularis muscle, and towards the masseter. And the masseter is the masseter that goes from the zygomatic that comes down. And if you clench your jaw, you feel the masseter. That needs a right old rub. That needs like a bit of everything. And there's stomach 6, which is the highest point of the masseter. So if you clench your jaw, you find the highest point of the masseter and you press with the pointy edge of the stone. You know when you've got it because it's like the most excruciatingly delicious pain. Ugh. Yeah, and then a little rub, or circles. So you can also do circles here is nice. Amazing. Coming back to the temporomandibular joint, and again, all the pre-auricular nodes, and we've got nice acupoints. Here's another child now, so the dogs are going to bark again. So circles, nice, good. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. It's quite low down, yeah. Nice acupoints here. Good. And then other side, so just little flicks. And so if you're working over the top, you'd be going. There we go. Thanks, Teach. Up towards the masseter. Thank you, teacher. This is Gina. Thanks, Teach. There we go. Little circles. Find stomach 6. Ooh. And then just rubbing on the masseter muscle. And oh yeah, nice circles. Coming up towards the TMJ. Oh, right here again. So all this is all connected to the neck as well. So, oh, that's fantastic. Okay, and then sweep down, just here, sweep down, just to clear any residual metabolic waste. But then we're also going to, let's just do a little bit on the chin. A little bit of, yeah, and then down as well. And then we're going to do a sort of lifting movement here. So we're doing a nice lift. Just be careful of the trachea at the front. Nice lift, 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 and lift. You can just do some lifts and flicks just so it feels like we're lifting, lifting, and lifting. And then the final move is a sweep down again. So as we started, you could place in the center. There's also this yin tang point is so lovely for calming third eye. So you could lay the stone there, just a little press, not too hard. And then we're just going to sweep down in the way that we started. And just a final, oh, I'll tell you what we didn't do. Let me just do that before we finish, is the jawline. So sculpting the jawline, because people are very keen to sculpt the jawline. So depending on what you've got, if you've got the heart shaped, you know, with a sort of groove, so any groove you've got, you can go along the jawline. So this would happen before you do that final sweep down, so along the jawline. Now if you haven't got a stone with a curve in it, you can go on top of the jawline and then get under it and just pull down. So you press quite firmly, wizard. Thank you. So come along and down, because essentially that's what we're doing, is we're just sculpting along the jawline, just to give that little bit of separation and contour. Okay, and then we're just going to continue the sweep downs. These should be quite relaxing as well, so not too much pressure, just a nice relaxing sweep down. Amazing, amazing. And then back with your hands to just finish off with some depotement and some massage, some cold stones. The cold stones are nice, and to do, you know, any sort of lifting movements that you know and love from all your favourite providers of facial massage. That lots of lifting and smoothing and sculpting, and yeah, nice. Okay, so I mean, I definitely feel a glow. Can you feel a glow? Yeah. Can you feel that sort of glow? And yeah, just finish that there.